Cillian Murphy has joined Amanda Seyfried in director Andrew Niccol's latest sci-fi film called I'm Mortal. It's due out in 2011, and the film's premise is, in the not too distant future, the aging gene has been switched off. To avoid overpopulation, time has become the currency and the way people pay for luxuries and necessities. The rich can live forever, while the rest try to negotiate for their immortality. A poor young man who comes into a fortune of time, though too late to save his dying mother, he ends up on the run from a corrupt police force known as Timekeepers, with a captive heiress played by Amanda Seyfried. Justin Timberlake is said to be also starring in this film, but it's not 100% confirmed. Andrew Niccol, writer and director of films such as 1997's Gattaca, 2002's Simone, and 2005's Lord of War. He's also directing and writing the screenplay for Stephenie Meyer's novel The Host. There's a film he's possibly doing called Dali and I, the Surreal Story. He's writing the screenplay for this film, and I'm just talking about it because I'm very excited about it. It's said to be based on the book, if it is to be made, by Lauryssens. Sorry if I've mispronounced the author's name incorrectly. It's said that the movie will cover the life of Dali through the eye of Lauryssens, a young art dealer who knew Dali and his wife Gala. The movie will span the 1960s to the 1980s, covering Dali's later period when most of his great work was behind him, while he became more flamboyant and focused on mentor-protege relationships between Dali and Lauryssens. And it's said that Cillian Murphy will play Lauryssens and Al Pacino will play Salvador Dali. Amanda Seyfried, who's the lead in Andrew Niccol's film that I first spoke about, I'm Mortal, was recently in Dear John and Letters to Juliet. And she's got films coming up such as Albert Nobbs with Jonathan Rhys Meyers, Orlando Bloom and Michael Gambon and Glenn Close, which is due out next year. And she's in Red Riding Hood, which has been directed by Catherine Hardwicke and stars Luke Haas, Gary Oldman and Julie Christie. And it's due out on the 11th of March 2011, Red Riding Hood. Cillian Murphy, who was recently seen in Inception, has got a film coming up called At Swim Two Birds, which is supposed to be due out this year, with Jonathan Rhys Meyers, Colin Farrell and Gabriel Byrne. And he's in a film due out next year called Retreat, which stars David Tennant and Thandie Newton.